And we are back for video number 2. Um, Today we're going to be talking about kind of like the first little update, and also I have my best friend Roland is going to make a sports pig segment. So he wants to have a little gambling section on the channel, so we'll see how many he gets right and if he can make himself, us, and you guys some money. First thing I'll talk about though that has changed is I got a haircut. I actually ended up arguing with the hairdresser because this is not what I wanted. Yeah, it looks fine, but I just wanted to trim the longer hair, keep growing it out. I like wearing my hats, and after she blow dried it and everything, she just took a buzzer, went right up in the sides, and I sat there, and I was like, oh my gosh, this isn't what I want. So I told her that that's not what I wanted, and when she was cutting it shorter on this side, she actually ended up saying she should charge me for 2 haircuts, which I think is wild. And when I told my family about it, they're like, that's insane, you shouldn't have tipped. And I still tipped. You just kind of click it when it pops up on the screen. But it was so uneven. When I went home to my mom's house, visit family for a little bit, and I actually had to get my sister to trim up this side, so it started to look the same. When I got home after that weekend trip, I was cutting it myself just to kind of make sure that it was something I liked. So that was something that was a little bit interesting that happened. Never going back to that hairdresser, barber, whatever you want to call it again. Oh, then what I did this week is still keeping up with the golf. So wanted to talk a little bit about what I've done. And I said I shot 108 on my first game when I came back to actually starting to play golf. I went out for another round, which I was with my friend Roland that's going to have the sports segment. I'll show a couple of clips from that. I've gone to the driving range. I ended up playing another round last weekend with my friend from work. I didn't record any clips from that, but same course that I shot a 105 on, I now shot a 97 on. So that was great progress. I think that's eight strokes in 1 week just from practicing on the driving range, and I don't know, playing the course a little bit better, not having some stupid shots. I do have a tee time tomorrow for the original course that I played at with my grandmother. So I'm really excited to take my friend there because I think that I can play a lot better than 108. It's a par 72, so we're gonna try and do good on that. The only other thing I want to do with golf is I really want to get a new putter grip. I think they're called Super Strokes, like the really fat ones. I just want one. I think that it makes it easier to putt, but I do just really want one of those as well. The only other thing that's kind of new is I'm going to start going for runs again while working out. So I know I've never really enjoyed runs. I was a shitty runner when I was young. I just didn't really enjoy it. I had to do the dry land training for hockey and everything, but gonna start going for runs again. If you do something that's hard and you force yourself to kind of do it, then I picture that going really well, and at least just building me my discipline and stuff that I did talk about. Other than that, I will have Roland's segment here, and yeah.
All right, sweet. We are live. Hello, everyone. My name's Roland. I'm turning 27 in September. I'm a very good friend of Owen's, and when he started this YouTube channel, I was very excited. I was very proud, and when he shares his journey, as you see as we move along, as we post a lot more videos, maybe you guys can learn a little bit more about my journey as well as we go along with that. So, I would just like to create the segment, or we've created a segment called Rolly's Random Picks. For those bettors out there, including myself, including himself, we like the sports gamble. So this will range between MLB, NHL, NFL as the year goes along, and I will just be making random picks every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It can range from player props, it can range from money lines, spreads, correct scores, you name it, all of it, we bet on it. So I was a little late on Fridays, and today's it won't work just because we'll be getting the video posted later this evening. So I just created my random picks for Sunday. This is just strict money lines, and we will be hitting the MLB. So for the 12-15 games, I will be having the Rays over the Guardians. I will be having the Nationals over the Arizona Diamondbacks. I'll have the Cubs over the Pirates. And for the upset, I'll have the Jays over the Red Sox, just because I believe the Jays are going to win at least one of the games out of the 3-game series that they have. And then for the 145 game, I'll be having the Dodgers over the Mets. So those are just my random picks. I don't really know how much you guys really want to put on it. Be advised, I am not responsible for how much money that you win or that you lose. This is all for fun. Just a disclaimer about that. So yeah, I would just like to introduce that segment for every weekend, and hopefully see you guys in the meantime.
Well, I also forgot to record an outro, so just really wanted to say the only other thing that's actually really cool. I cheer for Chicago for all my sports. Patrick Kane is back to the Chicago Blackhawks, and I remember watching that dynasty when I was cheering for them, and I'm really excited for that to happen. Jonathan Toews said they were looking at him maybe coming out of retirement too and playing with the Blackhawks, and that's awesome just because I know they're in a new season of getting better and possibly winning. But I'm ready for the golf match tomorrow. Not match. I want to gamble a little bit of money on it against Roland, but so this is OTR Owen. Thank you for watching, and you'll see me in front of the camera again.